Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Washington Commanders. On the visitor sideline, Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, Commanders head coach Dan Quinn. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a run. Use the first-round pick from April's draft. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Las Vegas, first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Once again, it's Genty. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 62 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
No gain on the play. Brings up
from the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They red zone coverage there. Thought there was some space to send their guy right to the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
That's good.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Daniels. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
At the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a young.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Washington Commanders first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs. That's a pretty good recipe for success.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
10 at the 19-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Number one, to understand where your escape patches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Moody good with an extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a field goal.
You met fan bases that were happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
27-yard line.
Throwing now is Gino. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Gino out to throw. And that is incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Oh, nice move. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they get to it after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I think the defense surprised them there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Slings this deep from the McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air goes Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Good for a Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after hit him on a run earlier this series.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Daniels looking to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Daniels going to try to sneak. And he's going to have it. Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. First and goal at the 6-yard
down they go with Krosky-Merritt. And he's in. Touchdown Commanders. Jacoby Krosky-Merritt with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Moody good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Raiders 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Smith going to try and run with him. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Play action. It's Smith.
Las Vegas first down.
Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. Smith an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Coverage by Mikey Sanderson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it. It seemed to be a run-pass option, but when you're going downfield like that, was it designed to be that way?
It certainly was, because what you're trying to do is draw people up with the fake inside, and hopefully people can run past them downfield. And in any event, I like the aggressiveness taking the shot. Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here's Washington now to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Krosky-Merritt. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he'll take this up to about the 43-yard line. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. And let me tell you something.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Ginty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing is Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers.
13 yards on the play. And the Raiders.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. A short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Gino going to hit. And he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping in the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, he really done some damage in the NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Now inside the 25. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
And the Washington 1st down.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you, running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Raiders 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that, guys. They're going to come after you, but we believe in your talent. Take care of the football, and let's go.
27 yards.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Short throw, caught by Bowers. And a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Gino.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Left side complete to Lockett. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. On the option, it's Smith himself. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
Smith now to throw.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Genty will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of words in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
It's 2nd and 8.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
22-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24. And it'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
At the 24-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Las Vegas, first down.
Now Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Second and 8.
Here's second and 8. And this one too low.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun on third down. Daniels. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's Tresley now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returnable for Lockett. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now it's second and 10.
Second and 10. At the 37.
Now Smith. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Raider first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. But sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Now it's Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To throw is Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9-yard line, second and 6.
A gain of 4.
Smith.
Second and 6.
And they're going to get him. They bring it down to sack into the 16-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. him short of the first down at about the 6. On fourth down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. This an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Now the Washington offense heading out. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Here's Daniels. Got him in. It's Madden. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Daniels going to try to sneak. And he's going to have the Commanders first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 30 inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing now is Daniels. And the Raiders have got him. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Daniels looking to throw. He'll try to do this himself. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raiders offense and Geno Smith headed back out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Las Vegas first down. A gain of 16 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At their 48.
They'll try to sweep. It's Lockett with it. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
It's now 3rd.
That's a wide out. When you you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play with the loss. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Throwing now is Gino. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. This complete to Lockett. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
Las Vegas, first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers.
13 yards on the play. That's good for Las Vegas.
Out of the gun, Smith. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31. Von Miller. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
Smith's pass.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive.
And 6.
Now Gino. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the Raiders first down. 1st and goal Raiders.
On first down, it's Genty. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Short of the goal line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. And this time he will get in. Touchdown Raiders. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. This offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. To the air goes Daniels. He'll try to pick it up himself. And they'll have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Well, you're exactly right. Looked like a sure stop on third, and then the tables turn. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now Daniels. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Intended for number 26.
Second and 10.
Incomplete.
The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and 3.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. The CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And that's going to be incomplete.
They're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's Smith. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's third and long. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Smith. He'll try to do it himself. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On the run, it's McNichols. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Krosky-Merritt is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line.
No gain on
Second
the
and
play.
goal.
Leads to
2 minutes
second
left to
and
play
goal.
in this football
At the
game here
4-yard
on
line.
EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run once more to JCM. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. His defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They run forward with Nichols. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Yeah, they'll get this up to the 10, but that's all. A nice job there to bring him down defensively.
It's 2nd and inches.
And 26 seconds now as the spike comes in. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. Turnover on downs.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Commanders,